Hi and welcome to The Practice Gap, the podcast for closing the gap between the practice you have and the one that you want. I'm Elisabeth, a chiropractor, a business owner, coach and entrepreneur on a mission to help you move from frustration and overwhelm to clarity, focus and joy in practice. Hi Andre and welcome back.
Thank you so much.
It's lovely to have you here, taking all the way from your own office at Askeland Studioes in Norway.
Yes, it's been a long drive, but it's okay. It's fun to be here.
Today, I would love to hear if you have any great tips for us practitioner who wants to make small videos from our office, especially for if we're going to make a reel or show what's going on inside our clinics to show on social media.
Nice, where to begin?
Where to begin, yeah.
So I actually do courses on this topic and they usually last for a day.
Well, then I expect you can do this for 15 minutes. The essence, we're super smart people out there.
So I think that first of all, you need to plan a strategy for the whole year because the one single most important question I think you have to ask yourself before you start taping at all is why? Why are we making this video? Mm-hmm. Are we doing it to get customers to call us, to subscribe to our newsletter, to subscribe to our YouTube channel? Is it to promote a campaign? What is it? If you don't know why you're making the video, it's really hard to determine the content.
Oh, I think there a lot of people are going to stop there and have thinking time, which is good.
Yeah. So that's number one. And then you have to ask yourself, who are we talking to? Because that dictates kind of the tempo. Are we going to use music? Are we going to talk like this cool slang language? Or are we talking to old people? So once you have these, then we have to do like an evaluation of what kind of value are we going to provide. Because if you're not able to provide value in your video, people will not come back. Like that's the most important thing. Like you can divide content into two segments. You're either doing entertainment or tutorials. It's like either one of these two.
Okay, so entertaining, something fun and entertaining, or something tutorial that I'm teaching you something.
Yeah, and you can of course mix the two. But at the end of the video, I need as a viewer to feel I've gotten some sort of value. Either a laugh because it was entertaining, or a piece of information I can take on with my life and I've actually learned something. So why are you making the video? For who are you making the video? Mm-hmm. And what's the value? Once you know that, we can start talking content.
Okay, to get an example. Okay, I want to make a video. I want to promote my new podcast. How should I start?
Okay, so now you know what you want, right? Mm-hmm. It's to get people to listen to the podcast.
Yes.
So Facebook maybe could be a good platform to do this. And then we know the video shouldn't be too long.
What's too long? Or what's a good size?
Well, I think that generally on Facebook, somewhere between 1 and 3 minutes is a good starting point. But if it doesn't have to be 3 minutes, don't make it 3 minutes. Okay, so
short and sweet is
short and sweet, and get to the point straight away. Because you know when you're sitting there scrolling on your Facebook watch feed, if you don't know what the video is about or it's entertaining within the first 2 seconds, you're off, right?
Yeah.
You're on the next video already. So we need to get to the point straight away. So like the easiest way is just to start saying something. In this video, I'm going to teach you or show you how to pa.
So in this video, I'm going to show you how to, or teach you how to.
Have you heard about our podcast that is about pa? Then you're straight to the point, and the viewer can decide whether they want to spend the next 50 seconds actually looking at your video.
Perfect. That's great advice.
Yeah.
So now we know who the video is for, and that we either have to say something entertaining or something educational. Yeah. Then what's the next step?
All right. I think you also have to decide what kind of quality you want your videos to have. Because we can spend enormous amounts of money on gear.
Yeah.
Right?
And especially people who like to get new technology.
Yes. So you can easily spend 500,000 Norwegian kroners in one go at photo.no, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get views. So I want you to really think about, like, could you just do it by filming yourself handheld with the iPhone, like doing a selfie video? Because if the content is good enough, that's actually all right. I think that people are kind of getting sick and tired of the polished, professional-looking videos, because your point is the most important. And if that's good enough by itself, kind of nothing else matters.
So I can pick up my iPhone, put it on video, hold it like this, or should I get a selfie stick, or just hold it with my arm? Or
it depends. I mean, if you're going to talk for 15 minutes, I probably would have gotten some sort of tripod. But,
or actually, you really need treatment.
Yeah, exactly. But I think that for just short kind of check-ins on social media, you can just hold the phone. It's no worries. But I would also urge everyone to think about the sound quality, because sound is like 50% of the experience, but it's also often just given 10% of the budget.
So if I have my iPhone, I could get like an external mic to plug in and just plug it here, and then
So just to do a quick example, my voice right now is probably sounding just okay. By moving this microphone just 50 centimeters away.
Oh, it's terrible. Put it back.
Yeah, exactly. A microphone should be close to your mouth at all times. I would much rather have a cheap mic close than an expensive mic like too far away.
Yeah.
Once you have your story and the sound is good, and maybe, like we talked about in the last episode, go close to a window to get better lighting, you're already getting there. Like, it's already pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, we can start like putting on graphics and text and music to just elevate everything. But just by doing these few initial steps, you're way ahead of the pack.
I know there are some programs that you plug in. You when you take your little video, you can plug it in, so you translate, so you get your subtitles.
Yep.
Is that something you would recommend to do?
Yes, definitely. And especially if you are talking about like something especially if it's like a tutorial, because then you can actually use the text as SEO to get traffic. Yeah.
Is there a special program you would recommend?
There are a few. We'll just drop some links below. A few of them works in English, and a few of them also works in Norwegian.
Great.
Yeah. But then you have like there's one big thing you have to decide upon, because when you're texting a video, you can burn that text into the video, which means it's not possible to turn it off and on. So it's going to be there always.
Okay, so
So that's something you do in the video editor program. The good thing is that once people see your video on social media, they'll get the text, whether they like it or not, so they can actually see what you're talking about.
Okay, so then it always you can't turn it off. Exactly. It's always there.
So it's burned into the file. The other option is to upload the text as its own file. It's called an SRT file, and that makes Facebook and Google able to read the content of the video and actually help you with the SEO work. But you can't have both.
Oh, I was just like, I love getting both. How can I want both?
Yeah, so right now you can't, and you have to decide. And on YouTube and Facebook, you can't decide the font. They have their font, their colors, their size. So if you want your text to be like Comic Sans or some crazy stuff, you actually have to burn it in, but then you also lose the SEO advantage. Yep.
So starting out, any advice? What would you do? Or what do you do?
Well, that really depends, because I don't make too much films for myself. I make it for the customer. So it depends on their needs. But for now, I wouldn't worry too much about texting. Yeah. Just do what feels right for you. And once you've done it for a while, you'll find out what's best for you. Yeah.
Is it if I take a small film with my iPhone, and I wanna, is there a program where I can make myself look better again?
like a filter? Or?
Yes, thank you. The filter. Is there should I use filters and light and?
Well, I think that if you're a 14-year-old girl, sure. But I mean, we look the way we look, and people don't care, and you shouldn't like do too much. That's my opinion. So I don't know of any apps that actually can do that because I don't do it, but I'm sure there is somewhere out there. But I mean, just make
just show up the way you are. You don't have to have fillers in your lips or
and I
cheeks.
think people want you to look natural. You know, they want to know you and get personal. So once you try to fix that, people are gonna think weird stuff.
Yeah. Else we should think about just starting out.
I mean, I think it's always about just having a plan.
Yeah.
But for the first 10 videos, just experiment, because the first 10 videos are never going to be your best anyways.
Yeah.
Because there's so much to learn within, you know, lighting and sound and just the camera movements and 4K or full HD and, you know, editing and publishing, blah, blah, blah. So just go out there and make something, but keep the story as the center.
Yeah.
Like the story needs to be good. You need to know why you make the video and what kind of value.
Okay, so why are you making this video, and what is the value for the one who's listening?
Yeah, and I mean, if you can, as like a rule of thumb, just at least give one good advice in each video, and make people, if not laugh, at least smile once per video. That's plenty of value and more than so many others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. I can't wait to make my first video. I'm super excited that you came back to us to talk about, I guess this is actually one of your favorite topics too. Yes. I can see it in your face. Your smile is so big. It's like, thank you so much. And in the next episode, we are going to talk about making content for your webpage. Wow.
Interesting. Yes. Quite interesting.
We can't wait to have you back.